You're not an introvert, you're just uncomfortable. Let's be real. Being quiet doesn't automatically make you deep, and calling yourself an introvert doesn't excuse you from growing up, facing discomfort, or actually connecting with people. Somewhere along the way, introvert stopped being a neutral term and became a personality cult, an aesthetic, a soft excuse for social avoidance. And that's the problem. Not introversion itself, but what we've turned it into. This isn't an attack on real introverts. This is a call out for everyone hiding behind the label because it's easier than confronting fear. Romanticizing introversion. In the past decade, introversion got rebranded as something cool, moody, and romantic. You've seen it. Dim lighting, lo-fi music, books, tea, plants, candles, the leave me alone, I'm deep vibe. Social media has been flooded with posts like, I cancel plans and feel relieved, I must be an introvert. Crowds stress me out. Just introvert things. But that's not personality. That's discomfort. We're not glorifying introspection anymore, we're celebrating avoidance. We've created a whole identity around saying no to connection, to challenge, to vulnerability. Here's the thing, not liking parties doesn't make you profound, and needing time alone doesn't mean you're broken either. But when introvert becomes your reason for staying stuck, it stops being useful. It becomes a prison. What Jung actually meant. Carl Jung, the psychologist who coined introvert and extrovert, didn't mean for these to be personality brands. He meant them as a way to explain energy orientation, where your attention naturally flows. It was never about labels. It was about awareness. Jung believed we all have both introverted and extroverted functions, and healthy people can shift between them when needed. But online, we've flattened that into two rigid camps. Introverts equals deep, thoughtful, avoidant, shy. Extroverts equals loud, shallow, social butterflies. That's lazy thinking. Worse, it becomes self-fulfilling. If you say, I'm an introvert, enough times, you stop trying to stretch, to speak up, to engage. The label doesn't just describe you, it defines your ceiling. When it's not introversion, it's avoidance. Let's draw the line. There's a difference between solitude and isolation, between needing space to recharge and using that as an excuse to avoid growth. Ask yourself honestly, do you avoid people because they exhaust you or because they make you feel judged? Do you cancel plans because you're recharging or because you're afraid of awkwardness? Do you hate small talk? Or are you just unwilling to tolerate discomfort before deeper connection forms? Avoidance and introversion can look similar, but one is about energy, the other is about fear. One is natural, the other is chosen, and changeable. Here's the deeper issue. We've confused comfort with mental health. Protecting your peace has become code for never doing anything that challenges me. But growth isn't peaceful. It's gritty, it's awkward, it's vulnerable. Introverts, real ones, still show up. They speak when they need to. They feel the fear and do it anyway. They connect deeply because they choose to, not because it's easy. Avoidance, on the other hand, is comfort dressed up as personality, and the internet keeps validating it. The memes, the quotes, the romanticized, I just want to stay home forever mindset. But guess what? Staying home forever doesn't build confidence. It doesn't give you skills. It doesn't heal anything. It just keeps you small, safe, and stuck. Let's talk about how this mindset spreads. You scroll, you see a post that says, introverts hate small talk because they crave depth. It sounds nice, it flatters your insecurity, so you like it, share it, internalize it. Now, every time you feel anxious around people, you don't challenge it, you justify it. See, I'm not antisocial, I'm just built different. But maybe you're not built different. Maybe you're just out of practice. Social skills are like muscles. If you never use them, they atrophy. And if you label atrophy as personality, you'll never build the strength you actually need. You're allowed to change. What if you let go of the label? What if you stopped calling yourself an introvert and started asking what kind of life you actually want? Do you want connection? Then get uncomfortable. Do you want meaning? Then tolerate the mess. Do you want confidence? Then stop opting out every time life invites you to speak, show up, or risk looking dumb. You're not stuck with who you were last year. You're not obligated to keep performing the same identity just because it's familiar. Personality isn't fixed. It's a pattern. And patterns can change. You're allowed to rewrite the story. Final reality check. Here's the truth. Maybe you are an introvert. But if that label is keeping you small, anxious, disconnected, then it's not serving you. You don't have to be the life of the party, but you do have to live. You don't have to love attention, but you do have to stop hiding. You don't have to speak constantly, but you can't let silence become your personality. You're not just an introvert. You're uncomfortable, and discomfort can be faced. It can be challenged. It can be overcome. The question is, will you keep labeling it, or will you start changing it?